So welcome to the e-commerce made easy show with me, your host Jane Kelly. And what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks has been about knowing your customer, and this is a vital key part of establishing who you are, what your brand signifies, and how you can move your company and business forward, because you have clarity and you know who your customer is and who you are writing your marketing content to. And as I mentioned on Tuesday, it is stunning how many people bypass this critical stage. So finding your niche and knowing your customer are my two favourite subjects, as all the ladies in my programme will probably know by now. And that's because it's so important. And once you define and refine who your ideal customer is, you have, as I said, the clarity. And when you're marketing and you're talking to your audience or your potential audience, you know what they are, who they are, what they do, what they like, what they don't like, etc. So on Tuesday, we spoke about, we're doing a bit of fact finding this week, and there's three elements to fact finding. There's the demographics, the psychographics, and the behavioural characteristics. So they're the three key elements to doing a bit of fact finding and really intense looking at your ideal customer. And if you don't have a customer at the moment that you can use these methods with, then who would you want to work with? And if you're basing it on somebody like you, then that's who your ideal customer is. It's you. And you know your own demographics, so your task is even easier. But yeah, you can look around you, either at your current customers or who you've worked with in the past that you believe to be your ideal customer. So as I said, we looked at the demographics, which are your gender, your income, your education, your, just check that I've covered everything, marital status, occupation, employment, languages spoken, income level, geographic location, age. So that's your demographics. But have a look at Tuesday to sort of refine that a little bit more, because obviously I'll talk about that more there. Today we're looking at the psychographics. So what I mean by that are personality, attitude, values, hobbies, pastime, so I've got my list in case I miss any, lifestyle, general behaviour, political, religious views. So that's, so I've got itch, always get an itch. They are what would be classed as your psychographics. And these are, you don't have to, some of these might not be relevant to what you are doing or what your product or your service is. You don't have to know all these answers. This is a guide to start, because some of these will deeply impact your marketing messages. So if you know what some of the general behaviour and lifestyle is of your customer or your potential customer, then when you start writing your marketing content, you can channel your thoughts and feelings and what your product or service can provide the benefits to help them with their lifestyle choice. That's where we're going with this. So a couple of questions that I've put down here is that you could ask people. So say if you have, and we'll be doing a little bit more about sort of how you go about this, but if some of you have got Facebook groups or people that you've worked with, ask them. People do not mind answering questions. They really don't. They actually like you being interested in them. So you could ask them questions such as, how would you describe yourself? What's your attitude to sports and fitness? What type of music, books or movies do you like? What's your favourite movie of all time? And you might think, oh, that's just, but actually that would, it does point you in the direction of the type of person that you're looking to connect with. What book are you reading at the moment? What do you do when you're not working? Some of you are selling products and services that might be aimed at somebody who's working, who's not working, who's retired. So obviously you'd have to adapt these questions. How do you spend your time at the weekend? So it basically links into hobbies, pastimes. Would you describe yourself as technology minded? How do you prefer to consume information? And this is a good one because do people like video, reading, or listening? Because that then links into the next question of how do you access information. So for some, it's the internet. People find that they're on the internet, but they might prefer television. So I don't tend to watch the news or things like that on TV. I probably catch them more on the internet. I don't actually listen to the news because I think it can have quite a negative, creates quite a negative feeling. So I actually don't watch the news. I pick up on any major points that I see online. People like to read books, magazines, newspapers, and podcasts. That's why all of a sudden there's been this mass of podcasts, because people have actually found that they really enjoy listening to audio books, podcasts, rather than sitting down and reading. Some people like to read books online, some people would like to hold them. And that's really good to know, because if that's something that you're working towards, that that your audience like that type of stuff. And then this is all sort of forming a picture. So I'm just going to go back to the tech one, because I find that most women that I work with, they're not tech minded, which is why my program appeals to them, because I handhold people through the process. So I literally take people from not only how to write an email, but how to build out a whole email automation, or I offer people how to build their own website and shopping facility, be it a simple button right through to a full-blown WooCommerce automated shop. And I think that's what is my unique selling point, if you like, in what I offer, is that not only can I help women with the marketing and the growth and the helping get started with an online business, but I've also got 30 plus years of the tech, of not only building out, but using it effectively for your business. And that's stuff that overwhelms most people. And I know that because I remember how I felt when I was presented with so much information that I actually didn't know what to do with it. And that's part of the people. So I know that my ideal customer would need help with the tech. Now, that doesn't mean to say some of the women I work with have got their own website. They might have an Etsy shop, or they might have a Shopify shop. They might have a Wix or a Weebly website. That's fine. I offer helping to have a WordPress website and build that out and grow with your business. But what I'm saying is that people come to me in all different stages of their online business, or they come to me because they want to start pivoting their online business. So my big thing is that I help people stop the overwhelm. So I help women, because that's my gender, that's my demographic, to build and start, launch and grow an online business without the overwhelm. So I literally handhold through the process, and that is what I found that runs across everybody that's with me. They all want a helping hand, and what it also gives is that community and network facility as well. And the point is I know my customer really, really well because I've done this. So my marketing messages, my social posts, be it that I'm fun, I'm out there talking about my personal life, my lifestyle, my business. But what it does is it shows that not only I know what I'm talking about in regards to e-commerce, but it shows that I'm doing what people want to do. So women have joined me because they want to have their own online business, because they want that lifestyle choice, they want that freedom, and they want to earn an income, not only doing what they love, really important, working with who they want to, because that's what you do, is you know your customer, but they earn an income being independent financially. So, they are the key features of who I work with, what they want and desire. And that's where this sort of leads on to the next session that I'll go through next week, which is all about characteristics and behaviour. And this is great for knowing where to find your potential clients. So I hope you found that helpful, and look forward to chatting with you next week. But obviously, if you do this on, watch this on replay, love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, pop them below. Take care. Bye for now.